Greetings and welcome to a Wednesday edition of the Shotgun Start. It is November 19th. Andy, how are we doing?
PJ, it's great to be here. Just great to be here with the boys. It's great to be here with you and Joseph. You're hosting. You're in the big chair. How's it feel to be in the big man's chair?
This is the biggest possible chair. Joseph, how are you doing?
PJ, I don't think we can disclose, but you and I had a big morning. The boys were already together for a little interview that'll come out at a later date. So it's just a good day. Get to chat with, a special guest this morning, and then you and Andy this afternoon. What could be better?
This has potential to be a banner day for the boys. We got a good 16 minutes in the barn from the boys already, so we'll see how the rest of this episode fares, I guess. This is I would just like to say, I think this is terrible by Brendan. Brendan takes shots at the RSM every opportunity he gets. And here he is. He's not standing on business. He's completely skipping out to preview the last event of the year. Can you believe this?
Oh, I absolutely can believe this. And I think that, listen, Brendan's away. This is the event of the week. Without a doubt. This is it. This is a great event. I know he hates it. I don't love it. It's delivered some good memories, though. But just to spite Brendan, it's the event of the week this week.
I feel like every time I need to reach Brendan over the last, month and a half, it's like, no, he's on the golf course. Have you noticed that, Andy?
He's been wetting his beak, He's down at Pinehurst. Enjoying the hospitality of, I think the saying at Pinehurst is there's never a bad day at Pinehurst. He was tooling around, U.S. Open course today. Yeah, he's just, he's living his best life these days.
And he's not locked in to the RSM like everybody else is.
Yeah, like this group of individuals.
These people are ready for the RSM. I cannot overstate enough how ready we are for the RSM. Joseph, did you see the PGA Tour's promo graphic for the RSM? PGA Tour Comms by chance?
I missed that one.
Okay. This is good. Andy and I shared a moment looking at this.
We thought it'd be good. We figured you hadn't seen it, and we wanted to quiz you. They called out 5 players to watch this week. 5 players. So you get 5. You got to try and guess the 5 players that they pulled out of this field to watch. That the general public should be keeping an eye on.
Was this Paul Hadovanich's?
No. This is PGA Tour Comms.
All right.
This is like the media prep sheet.
Because I did see that one. All right, 5 names to keep an eye on. Michael Brennan. I'm going to lead with that.
Incorrect.
0 for 1.
I'm going to go Matt Kuchar.
0 for 2.
This is impossible.
We'll give you 10
Harris
guesses.
Harris English. Ding, ding, ding. That's a winner. Best player in the field.
We'll give you 10 guesses. So you're 1 for 3.
Best player in the field. World number 11 is number 1 on players to watch.
Denny McCarthy.
Nope.
I don't even know the criteria. Like, watch what?
These are 5 names that they've pulled out that they said these are important that you need to sing. It's to media. So these are the people you need to signal boost to the world. They need to know that these guys are playing.
Mason Howell?
See, you would think that. But no.
Luke Clanton.
You would also think that.
I don't even
know.
It's not last year. It's not last year, Joseph. The flavor of the month is gone. The shine's off Luke Clanton. The 22-year-old is no longer, the eye of the golf media and the PGA Tour. They've just shuffled him aside.
I'm in a blender because I don't know if I'm guessing like not high profile enough. Like, should I be looking more to the top contenders or should I be looking to these?
There's it's a mixed bag. You have
David
Harris
Ford.
English on here. There's all
David Ford.
Nope. There is a major champion. There are 2 major champions champions on this list.
I don't even know who's won a major.
That was good. That was a good clue.
I think there's a great clue.
You could group these together another way, but it would just give it away.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of who's a major champion in this field.
Well, there are others other than these two as well.
Zach Johnson?
Zach Johnson. A player to watch. Do you know why he's a player to watch?
Is there a hard par 3 and he might tell the fans to F off?
No, he just lives on St. Simon's Island.
I think they also mentioned that he had like a T8 2 years ago.
3 top 10 finishes and 16 appearances at this event.
I don't know that I have many guesses left. If we're going Sea Island resident, I'm going to guess Keith Mitchell's on that list.
Oh, that was so close. You're right there, though. Keep pulling on that string.
Did I already guess?
Keep pulling on that string.
JT Poston?
Nope.
I don't know. I think I give up.
I think that was 10 anyways.
Okay. Adam Schenk, not the Sea Island resident, but Adam Schenk, got to watch him coming off his first victory.
I mean, if it's not windy, he's going to be putted one-handed. That's big social catnip.
That is something to watch. Yeah. You got to watch that. Johnny Kiefer, the new flavor of the month.
Okay.
Even more recent than Michael Brennan, perhaps. And the 5th player is Davis Love III.
Forgot
he's in the field.
Love DL3. I think in the notes it said he's playing his 792nd PGA Tour event.
Third all time. History-making week for DL3. DL3 is playing with Mason Howell and Johnny Kiefer. So that's a group to watch, I would say.
Do you think that's Ryder Cup? You know how they pair people at the Pro Tour together? Then like throughout the year, they kind of try and put like Luke Donald and Dodo with guys. You think they're putting Davis Love? Is he going to be captaining Team USA at Adair Manor, and they're getting him prepped with Howell and Kiefer?
I mean, it might be. That's advanced scouting. That is. We're not playing for 2027. We're not even maybe playing for 2029. We're looking like 2031.
I like it.
What can you do for me? I like that. So we'll go. I have notables here. Okay, go.
Can I pipe in?
I've never hosted this show before. Please.
It's okay. You're doing great. I was gonna pipe in here. How about we talked about this flavor of the month with the tour. It's totally that. It's like you go into the ice cream shop, and it's like, oh, here's whatever the young player people are talking about online is. We get Michael Brennan probably is it right now with Johnny Kiefer. You know who never really had his moment that you mentioned in your guesses? David Ford.
Yeah, he never gets talked about ever.
He
was number 1 in PGA Tour U.
Yeah. He got a little catnip a couple weeks ago. I think at Utah, there was a big social post that he was second to Rory in driving distance at like minimum rounds. The minimum rounds for what they were looking for was like 8 rounds on the PGA Tour. Whatever cherry picked stat, that's the only time I have seen any David Ford content.
Andy, I'd hate to turn this into a serious conversation, but why do you think? I think David Ford coming out of college never had the hype that anybody, like no one ever talked about David Ford. It seems like most people never thought he was kind of a projectable pro. Like, what's your take on David Ford? He never got any of that kind of buzz.
I know. I've been confused about that too. And if you look at his career, it's really freaking good. He won 7 times at UNC. 7 times. He had 6 runner-up finishes at UNC. He finished 5th in an NCAA championship. I think he was 3rd in the stroke play portion of a USAM at Hazeltine. I don't get why people aren't all over him. I think it's because he just hasn't had that like breakout performance. But I think this guy was really good. I think he was at a similar level. Like Luke Clanton went nuclear hot during that fall series or the summer into the fall where he, effectively earned his card. But I don't think this is like categorically like that different of a player. And it's kind of weird. I find it really weird that he hasn't gotten any buzz. Like extremely strange.
Pretty sure he won like 3 tournaments in a row in college.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. He I think one of the things that's happened is like he never made a deep run in the USAM, and he never made a deep run in the Western Am. If you look at his results there, they were kind of lackluster. Maybe that's what's holding him back, but I don't know. It seems like he's like really good. You don't finish first in the PGA Tour U without, pretty great results. And I don't know. So that's my take.
I don't know. I didn't know if you had anything more to say on David Ford.
You're the host,
the flavor of the week. Okay. All right.
I'm waiting for his month. I'm ready to go into the ice cream store and order David Ford ice cream for a month.
When do you, if you had to predict what month, throw it out there right now.
Oh, I don't know. When will he play again? If he's not, that's like a great question. Is will he play? Like when are these guys going to play?
Does he get in?
Yeah, in the beginning part of the year. It seems like that's going to be a major issue this year with Kapalua gone.
Well, how many guys do you think are going to go play the Sony to just play one event out there? Do you think it would be easier for the rookies and graduates to get in?
Maybe it turns more into the old Sony, where it's all rookies and PGA B players.
I don't like how many guys are going out there just for 1 week.
Yeah, I really don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, honestly. But we'll see.
I had a random question for you guys.
Oh boy.
Just, in 60 years or when, Adam Schenk passes away. 100 years.
Player to watch.
What comes first on his headstone? That he made it to 2020, like first for golf achievements, not life. I assume he's great dad, great husband. For golf achievements, what comes first on his headstone? Winning Butterfield or making it to East Lake in 2024?
I think it's got to be Butterfield, right? I think. I don't know. Like, I mean, he did make it to East Lake without. I think it was even like without a top 5. We looked it up last week, which is remarkable. But I think winning and one-handed putting is better than merely just making it to East Lake. No?
I'm with you. I think Butterfield Bermuda will be on the headstone. I don't think that the East Lake will. And I'm somewhat hopeful that 100 years from now, we won't be talking about East Lake, but we're still talking about the
FedEx Cup
Bermuda,
will be an artifact that is discovered by archaeologists somewhere. And then he'd be like, what is this giant trophy? Why is it in Atlanta? Nobody knows. Adam Schenk knows.
I think it still might be being played at East Lake, still sponsored by Coca-Cola and the Southern Company.
100 years from now.
Yeah.
That's you're probably right. All right. We'll do notables. RSM purse $7 million. Defending champion. Andy, do you remember who won this event last year? Joseph did not earlier today.
I got 3 of the last 5 though, to be clear.
I know.
Last year's RSM. Oh God. Honestly, I have no clue. It's been completely wiped away from my recollection.
Top 10 player in the world, Maverick McNeely.
Oh God.
First PGA Tour win to catapult him up the
I don't
OWGR.
even think this should count as a PGA Tour win. This shouldn't count as your first PGA Tour win.
I mean, counted for the last 2 guys. So if
I guess it was,
be the gambling,
it was Ludwig's too, because Ludwig's in this winner list.
He was last year. Do you want to keep going? Do you want to see how many more you can get?
When did
from the last
Mackenzie
5?
Hughes play in the 6-way playoff? How many years ago? That was the peak RSM.
That was more than 5 years ago because he's not on the last 5 winners list.
That was the best that the RSM's ever been. Is when it was that. Did Cam Champ win 1 year in the last 5 years?
Nope.
Man, Who won? Who else has won?
Adam Svensson, 2022.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Talor, 2021. Talor's last stand, and Robert Streb in a playoff over Kevin Kisner in 2020.
God, Tyler Duncan before that. Charles Howell III. Austin Cook over JJ Spawn in 2017. 2016 was the greatest year. The weather shifted and it was legit like 42 degrees. And they were playing this 5-man playoff. It was Mackenzie Hughes, Blaine Barber, Billy Ho, Henrik Norlander, and Camillo.
Oh, God.
And the balls were just flying out of the falling out of the air because it was so cold. They had to come out. I think they came out the next morning and played this playoff, and it was frigid. And like everybody came up short because they couldn't. It was so much colder than the day before. Oh man, Bob Streb, 2-time winner.
There have been some decent
only
RSM.
Existed since 2010.
The Charles Howell, Patrick Rogers year was kind of fun. Like when the conditions get up here, it's kind of fun. I think Brendan, of all the tournaments he wants to pick on, this is not the worst.
It's funny. I was gonna say this might be the event that needs to go if you read down the winner list. Let me just start from the beginning.
All
2010,
right.
first year, Heath Slocum. 2011, Ben Crane. 2012, Tommy Gainey. 2013, Chris Kirk. 2014, Bob Streb. 2015, Kisner. Mackenzie Hughes, 2016. We've hit these. Austin Cook, Charles Howell, Tyler Duncan, Bob Streb again. Talor, Svensson, Ludwig, Mav McNeely. I don't know if I want to be on this list, to be completely honest.
Is this the worst? Do you think, just reading off of that list, do you think this is the worst winners list?
No, because we had the PR curse until Victor broke it a couple of years ago.
No, but that was, I mean, he won that twice. Tony Finau won, like real people won that.
Yeah, but nobody could win off the island.
That's
before that.
That's fair.
It is a good question. Of non-opposite fields, what has the weakest winners list in recent years? Sony's got to be up there.
Hideki won Sony.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, Ludwig won RSM. Like, there's some good winner, but
Ludwig has great taste in cars. We know this.
It's a good question. We have to do some research on that. Weakest winner list.
I think this is up there. I think that
could be one of your little graphs, little social graphs where you try and get the internet enraged.
Tiering the weakest winners list. Would you like to hear notables? Here we go. Notables. Yeah. Daniel Berger, Harris English, Brian Harmon, Tom Hoagie.
That's a good one.
Mackenzie Hughes, Siwoo Kim, Matt Kuchar, Webb Simpson, and Davis Riley.
God, Webb.
I
had higher hopes for Davis Riley. Kind of hasn't done it.
Very weird career. 2 wins.
It seemed like he was going to be really good a couple years ago.
He took down Scotty at Colonial, like a legit win. And outside of that, almost nothing.
Well, he had that like Valspar. He was deep in the hunt with was it JT and somebody else a couple years ago.
He finished second at the PGA this year too, but
with like 7 other guys.
Yeah,
but sure. I mean, it did happen. All right. Anything else on the RSM? I don't have anything else on the RSM. I'm excited to watch Mason Howell. Like that would be my player to watch. I think getting Mason Howell a sponsor's exemption. Good sponsor exemption usage. Congratulations to the RSM.
If he finishes like top 10, you know how you always get in the next event? Does that carry over years?
That's a good question.
I don't think it does.
So. I can't imagine it does, but I hope so.
It should carry into the hero.
That'd be kind of cool.
Could you imagine? Who gets in the hero? Mason Howell is in the hero and Ricky is not because Ricky wasn't in the top 50.
I do have a question on the RSM. I do have something on the RSM. Why is Tom Kim not in the field? What's going on with Tom Kim? He's just outside the top 100 in the FedEx. He's like 106. Is he going to live? Like, he's not worried about his stat? He doesn't have status on tour next year, does he?
Yes, I believe he has 1 year left.
Did his win stack?
Oh,
yes, he won in back-to-back years.
All right.
Oh, that bullshit thing where you get an extra year carryover.
Yes, you get to tack it on. So he has 1 year left.
All right,
I still don't hate your point. I still don't hate your point of where is Tom Kim? I mean, maybe he understands that he's got to carry the Jupe Link squad with no Tiger. He's
just practicing in the dome.
He's got to be a leader. Could that be it? I don't know. Where is Tom Kim? Elsewhere on the schedule this week, not a lot. The CME Group Tour Championship, rounding out the LPGA. $11 million purse, $4 million to the winner, defending champion, and current number 1, Gino Thitacool. This is on NBC Sports app, Golf Channel, NBC Sports app, Golf Channel, CNBC, and NBC.
Wow, so they really hit the NBC trifecta.
You're chasing the NBC group of channels, a little bit of Versant in there. You're getting everything. Notables in the field: Lauren Coughlin, Brooke Henderson, Charlie Hull, Lydia Ko, Nelly, Minjee Lee, Lexi Thompson, Lottie Wood. Big week for the LPGA. It was announced that all tournaments will be televised in 2026 on linear television. You had Brandel out there in the Pro-Am today with Craig Kessler. Andy, what do you have on the CME?
Well, I got an issue and apology first off. I was spreading misinformation.
There was a little bit of misinformation. There was a small
I realized it right after we recorded. Brooke Henderson didn't win the Lambo. Brooke Matthews won the Lamborghini. To which I have a question for you guys, the boys. Would you want the Lamborghini? The 2-year lease on the Lamborghini.
I feel like the juice can't be worth the squeeze there.
So, if you're in Brooke Matthews' situation, she's earned to date on the year $511,000 on the LPGA Tour.
Okay.
Let's just, I'm not going to get into all the details. I'm just going to do rough chopping here. After agent, caddies, and travel, and all the expenses, let's just call her take home $220. Do you know how much it costs to insure a Lamborghini?
No, I don't. More than my Hyundai Tucson.
It costs roughly $7,500 to $10,000 to insure a Lambo. So, if the boys, I want to ask you: are you taking the Lambo, knowing the insurance bill? Or are you saying no thanks if you're Brooke Matthews?
Andy, this reminds me, when I was in college, I helped a couple people at the place I was interning win a fantasy football contest. And they won upwards of $20,000. And it was a 3-person team. I was the 3rd person, didn't put any of the money up. And they rewarded me with a nice dinner. And at the time, I was like, you know what? A, I think I deserved more than that. But B, I would have loved the cash value. I didn't have a dollar to my name. I wanted the cash. And I think that's how I would feel if I were in this position. Get away from absolutely no lease. I want the cash value.
Well, you think about it. If you gave me it, if I'm Brooke Matthews, can you just give me a functional car? Can you give me a car? Like, I get the appeal, the flashiness of like, oh, if you get a hole in one, you get this Lamborghini. But
makes for good television.
Makes for great social catnip. But if I'm Brooke Matthews here, could I get like a car that's like that I could actually use? That I could go to the grocery store and get groceries in. And then can I sell my other car? And for 2 years, I have a free car that's actually a functional daily car. I guess that's where I would stand.
Did you see Jenny Shin's tweet that they actually used to give the car, but none of the players ended up wanting it because of the tax burden? So I don't know
that makes sense.
Did you see that, Andy?
That makes sense.
That's the other part of this.
Right. So maybe, I don't know enough about the tax policy here, but like maybe if it's a lease and all you're worried about is the insurance, like works out in your favor. I don't know what the tax burden is on winning a lease, but maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know.
I guess the lease, I'm guessing you could give away, but
you're going to re-gift the lease?
No, I'm saying
Christmas?
you could give it without tax implications. It's my guess.
Okay.
I'm not an accountant. That makes sense. I'm way out over my skis. But I do know, like the tax burden of a Lambo. I don't know what the exact sticker price is on those, but you could get a big tax bill from that.
That is that's alarming to just get thrown that. No, who in their right mind would take it? Like genuinely. At what point is it worth? Because then, is it the problem with the? I'm not a car guy, as you can probably tell. But is it the problem with these cars is they cost so much money to like upkeep?
Yes.
To
repair. Upkeep, if anything breaks.
So what's the point of any of this?
Well, I think if you were a top 10 player, where you're making $1 million, or if you are playing on the Solheim Cup team. I don't know if you saw this news. Did this news come across your guys' desks?
It did come across my desk. I was just going to go to it, but that's why
Which
you're the
news?
Professional. That's why you're the pro.
Bedrati and Zero Restriction are the official outfitter of the Solheim Cup.
Team USA.
Team USA, which the team you want to be the official outfitter of.
That is.
So anyways, that's big news for Bedrati. And, why did they pick Bedrati? Because they have the best array of selection. They have to go to, is it the Netherlands?
Yes.
For the Solheim Cup next year. You could encounter all sorts of types of weather. You need great layers. Bedrati's got that. I imagine they'll be wearing the Andy hoodie, which I'm wearing today, out there. They've got all sorts of vests. They've got long sleeve polos. They're actually unveiling a women's Dratty sport. So they're really going. Bedrati's going heavy on women's apparel. Keep that in mind. If you're looking for a gift this holiday season, you get some women's Bedrati clothes in there. Could be a nice gift. And our promo code. What is it? What's our new promo code?
If you're looking for a gift this holiday season, Black Friday has started early. SGS Friday 35. Not SGS 30, which I'm sure you can use, as Brendan said. If you want to use SGS 30, you can. But if you want 35, SGS Friday, like the day, FRIDAY, 35 at bedrati.com and Zero Restriction. Both get you 35% off for your holiday gifting.
We one of the reasons we couldn't have Brenda on this show is the Black Friday stuff. He'd ruin all of our Black Friday ads.
Well, it's he has, much like the RSM, he's taken a stance against Black Friday. He's taken a stance against this PGA Tour event. What else is on the list that he will not come and answer for?
Rotisserie chickens.
Rotisserie chicken.
But anyways, if I was a top 10 player on the LPGA, I might consider this Lambo lease,
Even still, I think I'm out. I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
PJ just doesn't want a Lambo ever.
It's too much. It's too much for me.
I would get nervous driving her around.
Exactly. It would cause me great amount of anxiety where I don't need anything else. It's like anything nice. Anything I pay a lot of money for, I am inherently afraid to use or wear because I'm afraid of ruining it. I would be afraid to drive the thing.
My big thing with that car, they're so low to the ground. I would be in perpetual fear of bottoming out. I think bottoming out is like the worst sound in the world when you're going over a curb and the bottom of the car hits or you're going up a driveway. That car, you must bottom out all the time in that thing.
I don't know the
thinking
definitive.
about how much that costs.
I don't want to come at you too much, Andy. I don't think you've driven me before. I don't know that I've ever ridden passenger. From what I've heard from other Friday Golf staff, I don't know that you're necessarily the best driver on staff. sounds like you can get a little loose out there.
Didn't know that there's gossip around the team about people's driving capabilities.
It sounds like you might check your phone occasionally while you're driving.
No. That's long in the past. I've taken the pledge. Okay. That's years and years ago.
I've taken the pledge.
Jordan Spieth and I stand in solidarity. I'm like a no phone driver now.
Okay,
that's good. I'm glad you've taken the pledge. That's good.
Yeah.
Are you familiar?
That's ridiculous. I can't believe people are talking about my driving skills behind my back.
I don't think. I feel like Brendan drives anytime. I don't know that I've ever been in a car driven by you either.
I'm trying to never drive when I'm anywhere.
Oh, that's fair.
I try to.
I drive my family.
Never drive,
but that's about it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we checked that box off. Do you know who's in the field for the PIF Saudi International this week? I
imagine a lot of LIV guys.
Yeah, but do you know where I'm going with this?
No, I have no clue where you're going.
I want to talk to Sampson.
Sampson Zheng.
Sampson Zheng is in the field. I opened it up. I was like, all right, what can we talk about other than LIV guys for the PIF Saudi International? Third tee time, 6:20 a.m. local, 10:40 p.m. Eastern time. So 7 o'clock over there for you. Sampson Zheng will tee off for in the Saudi International.
You think he's going to get a lot of coverage?
He will on this podcast.
Samson can play.
I just wanted to use the drop. We haven't. We kept on saying we need ways to work that in. I'm glad we got one. That was really big. 43 LIV players are in the field this week, which is a not insignificant number. Joseph, as you pointed out this morning, Tyrrell Hatton's name is spelled wrong on the official website for this event, which is kind of objectively hilarious. Brooks Koepka, not among the LIV contingent. Very few non-LIV players. John Rahm also not playing, but basically everybody else in the field. Anthony Kim coming off his best 36-hole scores in back-to-back starts for AK will be playing this week. Do we have anything on Coffee Golf Saudi International?
Joseph, you excited for this event?
So Sergio's back in the field. I'm always excited when Sergio tees it up over in Saudi Arabia. You never know what's going to happen. So that's probably what I'm watching for. I hope the bunkers have a nice consistency to them this year.
I think the thing I'm looking out for, it seems like it's hot stove season for LIV golf.
That it is. It's off season for everybody.
Big news. It used to be DJ. It used to be we get Woj bombs from LIV. It used to be DJ, Brooks, Patrick Reed. John Rahm puts on the Letterman jacket. A man that might be too well dressed to put on the Letterman jacket. The Woj bomb today. Victor Perez is heading to LIV.
Not only is he heading to LIV, he's heading to the Cleeks. Again, another thing that Brendan is missing. His team makes a splash free agent signing, and he's not here to answer for it. But Victor Perez, coming off his T19 at Oakmont, where for 5 minutes he was in contention, is the latest Cleek replacing Freddie Ketchup.
Joseph, this changed the way you're thinking about the Cleeks at all?
It does not. I think Victor Perez signing with LIV is basically a non-event. A 33-year-old who is outside the top 100 in the official world golf rankings and not an American is exactly who is signing with LIV. If it's anything outside of that, then I think it's more noteworthy. But yeah, this one doesn't move the needle for me, Andy.
Well, I would say that Martin Kaymer disagrees with you.
Martin Kaymer is very excited.
There's been tremendous interest in joining Cleeks Golf Club, and we're thrilled to welcome Victor as the final piece of our roster. With LIV Golf driving innovation in the game, we're focused on building not just a stronger team, but also contributing to building the next generation of global stars. Victor embodies the precision and passion that will help us forge that path.
Okay, then. Hi, congrats to Martin Kaymer. I'm happy that what does this mean for the lifestyle brand? Getting into the French market, I think, is really what they're trying to do.
Well, I gotta say that Jonas Martinson. Do you know who that is?
Oh, the Minecraft guy. Oh my God, the Minecraft guy is back.
The general manager of the Cleeks.
Oh,
he has some
streetwear
commentary.
and fashion meets video games. Cleeks Golf Club.
Victor is a world-class player who embodies everything Cleeks Golf Club stands for. Would you describe him as world-class? Where would your line be for the description of world-class?
Above Victor Perez.
Like, I think this is a legitimate question. At what line is world-class an objective, term to describe a player?
7 or 8, I think, is where world class cuts off.
7 or 8 in the world. PJ?
I was a bit higher. I was saying like 15, 20.
I was thinking like top 30.
Yeah. I don't hate being more selective. I don't hate that out of you. I think that's it's better to be too selective than not selective enough.
What would you describe as like a world-class baseball player, PJ?
I mean, Shohei Ohtani would be a world-class baseball player.
Where would it go down to? What would,
Yeah, if you're like the best, I would say probably the best 2 or 3 guys at every position. So yeah, top 30-ish.
PCA?
Definitely not. For sure not.
Is Caleb Williams a world-class quarterback?
No.
Also,
JJ
sorry,
McCarthy's
I got slightly distracted for a second at looking at the Saudi International field. I think I might have identified somebody who is not a world-class player as I was scrolling very down to the bottom of this field, which I think you guys should probably do. There might be some investigations we need to do.
Oh.
Prince Khalid Saad Al Faisal is playing in this event because he won the Pan Arab National Senior Championship and is about 3,000 to 1 to win this tournament. I don't know anything about Prince Khalid, so I don't want to speak out of turn here, but he won some senior champion. We might need to look into this a little further.
Can we get him to the concession for the senior PGA? What if
this
he
might
beats
be your beat, PJ? I think
game within a game, Prince Khalid versus Blandy for low old.
Yeah. This is some research for me to do off the pod, but there are some articles popping up, and I think we might need to drill into the bottom of this leaderboard a little bit.
Okay.
What would you set the over under on 36 hole score for him? 175?
What'd you say?
175 for 36 holes?
Oh, I hope it's under. I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy.
I mean, he won an event, allegedly, is what you're telling me.
175. I'll take the under.
You would have to hope. It's going to be the under, right? Like, how could this be? Tyrrell Hatton is playing in the same event as this guy.
Who's he paired with? There's a lot more to follow up here. Sorry for distracting us, but I think
this is good.
Putting out the whistle here for anybody who has information on some of the names in this field.
This is good. Truthfully, all I had on the Saudi International was a method of getting A, Sampson into this episode, and B, getting us to Victor Perez joining the Cleeks. Also, go.
No, you go.
I was going to say also in LIV Jace news, Henrik Stenson will not be returning to the Magic Sticks, but he will be returning to the DP World Tour. He has paid his fines. Remains to be seen what level of status he's going to have, what events he's going to get into, but has paid his fines and will be returning as he is a man without a tour otherwise after being in the drop zone, edged out by Ian Poulter to return. They only had room for one Magic Stick out of the drop zone, and Ian Poulter grabbed that one.
God, they just did their captain dirty like that, their co-captain.
So here's my thing. What happens to like his ownership stake in the team? Is he still financially invested in the Magic Sticks?
Maybe just Jason Kokrak will want to buy it up.
Well, it might be up for sale. Might be an undervalued asset. It could be anything.
I got a theory.
Okay.
We saw one, aging LIV star throw his hat in the Ryder Cup ring.
He walked back in.
Is Henrik Stenson looking across the aisle, thinking they don't have it? They don't have another captain if Luke passes this up. And who was the captain before Luke got the job?
I kind of like that.
That's got to be the play, right?
Do you think think of the think pieces that will come out of that though? Like think of the auxiliary content.
There's no way. Do you think they'll even have him as an ASCAP?
At some point, I think yes.
I still think Sergio gets involved at some point too. So I would say yes.
I think that are pretty happy that Sergio's not involved.
I still think Sergio's going to work his way back in. I think he has to. I think it's inevitable. They're already kind of out of guys. At least you have Justin Rose 4 years from now. Maybe not 2 years from now. But this is Henrik Stenson. First guy you got. Laurie Cantor being the boy who lived, coming back, being the first guy to get a PGA Tour card. Henrik Stenson. And all the while, John Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton, that whole arbitration case is still up in the air. That was supposed to be by the end of 2025, and here we are with 6 weeks left, and nobody knows anything. Do you think that actually happens this year?
No. I do think they're going to get OWGR points in the near future. Seems like that's going to happen.
How many is a different question.
So where do you think Victor Perez gets to now?
In the world?
Is this better or worse for Victor Perez?
Do you think at the end of the year we're closer to calling him world class?
I could see people doing that. I don't think we would, but I could see people on the internet doing that. They already are.
He's going to make a lot more money. We know that.
That for sure.
It's like he's a real player. So if you go there and you're a real player, you're going to make way more money than you would. I guess like any player makes more money there than they would on the PGA Tour.
No, but if you're racking up T8s,
yeah,
you're going to make a lot of money.
Victor Perez will finish in the top half of LIV next year, almost guaranteed, because he's a real golfer.
I actually, like the thing that would have been intriguing for LIV, and we, tongue in cheek called it hot stove season, was if there actually was a hot stove season. I asked you guys to prepare a couple fake moves. These could be humorous or serious. Give me a couple deals.
Joseph,
PJ,
what do you have? Well, no, you go.
Sure. I think one thing you run into quickly when you're trying to do this is that if you're trying to keep any level of regionality or themes to these teams, you immediately have a lot of constraints.
Yes.
So
it's like actually one of the issues in their construction.
It might be one of the issues, but I found a couple that work that fit the theme. So when I was looking at the Ironheads, I believe they have an open position anyway.
Okay.
Which makes this feasible. The things I think they're missing. So I need an Asian player. I want somebody with a little bit of flair. And to me, the big thing that the Ironheads are missing is discipline. I think Danny Lee has proven to be a hothead at points, and I need a mentor. So Asian descent, flair to his game, and wisdom. Andy, you're smiling. Do you know the name I'm about to say?
Tom Kim.
Ho Sung Choi. Put him on the team.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Put him on the team. Sign Ho Sung Choi.
Former fisherman. Ho Sung Choi.
That's a great call by you. That's an
Free
incredible call.
PJ,
says no?
You got?
That is an all-time who says no. So as I was trying to go through this, they have completely lost me. I have no idea who's on what team, who can come back. I was trying to look on the website. All the teams are just there from last year. So I don't even know what these trades are at this point anymore. However, I think Phil is looking down the board, right? You got to look, who is the future of the high flyers? He's got to be a little, he loves Andy Ogletree. He loves Brendan Steele. So who is like the most nondescript guy that you could throw in there? And
Believe Ogletree's gone. Believe Ogletree's gone, by the way.
Oh, so there you go. So maybe he has a start. When you're thinking of these completely nondescript guys, and I would have said this, but now maybe it's not going to work out because he's a PGA Tour player to watch. But we were talking about it the other day. Adam Schenk was pretty nondescript. Can you pick Adam Schenk out of a lineup? And now he's a winner. If Phil's trying to build the roster of just nondescript guys, Adam Schenk is now a big enough name to feel like that could be an acquisition.
There you go. Brendan Steele, Adam Schenk. They just got
Cam Tringali.
It's as nondescript as nondescript gets.
I like that. I like that.
Right?
I was zagging with Phil.
Okay.
You're zagging. I'm zagging. I'm running the high flyers. I'm a little worried about our image with all this, all the scandal, with whatever it's called, Sable Offshore. I'm thinking we need to distance. This is we got to do some management of our multi-billion-dollar high flyers franchise. We need to save face here.
Oh no.
We got to distance ourselves from Phil.
Oh.
You're cutting Phil?
And we're going to make a trade. We're going to send him to the most stable franchise where he can rehab his image. This is like when Kyrie was untouchable and just being shipped around. He just needs stability. We got to rehab our image, and maybe we could develop a young player
James Harden
in return. So I'm sending Phil, to Legion 13. And
wow.
I'm getting Caleb Surratt back.
Would you rather have Phil Mickelson doing Phil Mickelson things or Caleb Surratt doing Caleb Surratt things?
My question is, who says no?
I have an answer for you, Andy, actually, of who says no. Because Caleb Surratt is also part of one of my deals, and I think I have a better offer. I'm not kidding. So,
man.
Phil, the phone is going to be hung up because if I'm the GM of the Four Aces, we've seen our team go from being at the top of the table when the first year of the league to falling, and we're not getting any younger. So I'm trying to get rid of a player on an expiring contract who's in win now mode, and I want to get back some young talent. So I'm sending P. Reed to Legion 13, and now Legion 13 has to decide between Phil or P. Reed.
I think you're taking P. Reed. I mean, I don't know.
I was going to say, there's a lot of ego with P. Reed and Rahm and Hatton. That's a lot of firepower. That's a lot. I think Phil would resign himself to maybe just tweeting and not so much in the team room. It's a lot of firepower with Rahm, Hatton, and P.
Good transactions.
Just preposterous situation choosing between Phil and Patrick Reed to add to your team. What if they might just hang up and say, we like our young talent,
Great young core. Legion 13 has a great young core.
Did you see that Bulls Jazz game the other night?
Yeah.
Double OT.
How about LeBron coming back for the great young core tonight? You two must love that.
Whatever.
He's picked up. LeBron's picked up a lot of new young fans in the last couple weeks, tweeting about YouTube golf.
YouTube golf, tweeting about Nelly. You think he's gonna be locked into the CME?
I wonder if he got the sciatica from playing golf. It's a very common golf injury.
Feels like it might be possible.
He's had it before. Doesn't wish it on his worst enemy.
Joseph hates LeBron almost more than you do. I think he
does. He does.
I think he does. Oh,
all right.
boy.
What else? Do we have anything else? We got news, right?
Yeah, news. Well, we've already gone through the majority of the news in a roundabout way here. Very, very near and dear to my heart. The Augusta Hooters has been demolished. That was the biggest news of the day. I just, my heart breaks for John Daly. That's where is he going to go? I'm sure he'll find someplace, but that's the only Hooters I've ever been outside of. Still have not been in a Hooters, but I was outside on the patio there. and memories to last a lifetime from the Augusta Hooters.
You should write up an obit about it, just like I wrote for the golf course I played for 5 years. It probably had a similar impact on your life, right?
I actually think Pete would do a better obit than I would, because I think Pete enjoyed being there or watching me be there far more than anything else.
Where's John Daly going to go this year?
That is on the top of everybody's minds.
Maybe you should invite him over to the Egg House.
That would be great.
You can hang out with him all day. Champs Tour.
Chop it up with JD at the Egg House. I mean, now that. Go live from the Egg House. Don't need to talk about anything else. Golf tournament? No. We're just chopping it up with JD.
We got any other news?
That's all I had.
You know what? We've got our Black Friday deal starts tomorrow. That's news.
It actually starts now.
Today.
Yes.
What are the deals? What are the deals, Peach?
What are the deals? Code BF sale for 20% off.
That's kind of confusing. BF sale. We always do the 20% off. That's kind of the lock stock Black Friday deal for time. And how we came to that was it was just picking a number in the sky.
20% off BF sale. If you're a member of the hottest club in town, your regular code get 25% off. The book, the coffee table book, aforementioned book, and golf bags are excluded, and you can use the codes unlimited use per meg. Go nuts. Order as many things as you want with code BF sale. Anything you want to highlight, Andy? I highlighted the No Oysters Are Fighting. If you're going home to family, dinner table gets a little testy. You want to be very clear that you're not going to engage in any physical combat.
I mean, I got a lot of things to highlight. I've been looking forward to these calendars, these the stand calendars for a long time. I think that's a nice touch for your office. The Dratty, obviously the Andy hoodie, near and dear to my heart. There's a cricket corduroy button down that I really like that piece. Check that out. That's what I would recommend. I gotta get this toddler hoodie.
Joseph, what was your pick? I don't remember.
I went golf bag. I think the golf bags are sweet. Bigger investment, but it's like my favorite piece of equipment I've ever purchased. So
excluded from BF sale. So if you can order other stuff, but golf bag not going to help you on BF sale.
Fair.
That's
Not
because we'd lose money if you use the code.
There you go. It's good.
Little
inside
peek
baseball
behind the curtains. We lose money if you use the code.
Inside baseball. Now to end this episode, if you don't mind, I have to issue an apology. I'm reading this. This was typed up for me. I'm just straight up Ron Burgundying this.
Wow, you're just a figurehead.
I'm merely a figurehead who's passing this along. I, PJ Clark, have to issue an apology. As those who have listened to the last 90 seconds of recent podcasts are aware, Brendan and Andy have generously tried to slide in mentions of our Bel Air event to the end of a couple of shows. These mentions came at the behest of Will Knights, my esteemed colleague with whom I share all my secret Justin Fields fandom, and my hope that Cody Bellinger does not sign with the New York Mets. God, this is... I'm just... reading this live right now. The reason I have to apologize is because I did not wave my arms wildly enough, jam my pen into my head hard enough, nor make the steam coming out of my ears visible enough for Andy or Brendan to properly notify the public about our Bel Air event during the past episodes. I would have loved for them to mention some basics, like the event is on February 2nd, 2026. I would have loved for them to have mentioned the fact that this trip is the perfect winter getaway to a sunny destination.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said it was a nice place to go in the winter.
Yeah, I would have loved for you to say that. I also would have loved for you to mention that the event features 36 holes at the West Course. I'm reading this live. At Bel Air, a Donald Ross design that was recently renovated by Dana Fry and Jason Straka. I would have loved for you to mention that Bel Air sits right on the water and for them to have discussed the amazing memories that will be made during this event. I would have loved for them to note the additional opportunities that people can add to this trip, like the Lightnings versus Bruins game at Raymond J. Stadium. I would say that I did mention that, but if you guys were to mention it, I would have liked that. additional golf at Sarah Bay Country Club that Will has lined up, and the incredible public golf available just at the road at Dunedin Golf Club. Also
I'm impressed that you pronounced that correctly.
Well, I was going to say also the home of the Toronto Blue Jays, which is the only reason I know how to pronounce Dunedin correctly. Most importantly, I would have loved
a lot of Toronto Blue Jay scouting there.
I mean, I'm familiar with what they do. They had to play an entire season there during COVID. Most importantly, I would have loved for these mentions to come before the closing credits of our dear podcast. That's what I get for not reading this ahead of time. For this, I must apologize to Andy and Brendan. I will make our event mentions more clear in the future and be sure to direct people to thefriedegg.com/events if they want more information. And I, myself, PJ Clark, will encourage them to visit Bel Air. Thank you for listening to my apology, and thank you to Will Knights for all he's done for me. Bear down.
What a forced read there. I wanted to ask Joseph something.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
How are we feeling about Dimes?
Danny Dimes. The same way I
You're
felt
a
all year.
resident Colts fan.
Colts are good, not great. Better than any other team represented on this podcast, but not a serious threat. Probably,
that.
eighth to 10th. Not a world-class team.
How do you feel about this week? This is. I mean,
Would
this
you,
is.
would you
this
rather
is the
have
statement
Dimes or
game.
Caleb?
Oh my god.
I think you have to go Caleb because he's a little bit of an unknown, but I'm kind of a little nervous about Caleb.
Would you rather have Dimes or 9?
Dimes.
That's the best, the 9 persona shit.
I mean,
Terrible.
God, it's just. I honestly, I kind of feel bad, but he does it to himself. So I don't know. Did you see his private QB coach is tweeting at Chris Carter, legendary Minnesota Viking, Hall of Famer, his private quarterbacks coach is tweeting, cursing out, maybe the best player in Vikings franchise history.
We need a golfer with a persona who just turns on a completely different, calls himself a different name on the course.
What about Minwoo Lee, Dr. Chapinski?
No.
It's as
Tom
close
Sim?
as- Tom Sim. Tom Sim might be the answer. And Kevin Kisner is in the field. This is, I believe, the last event of his whatever exemptions he has left this week at the RSM.
He'll get
But don't worry.
any sponsor exemption he wants.
Well, he also has his other job of calling half of these events. But he will be at TGL. He will be in the new green zone.
I don't know how that Jupe Stinks is gonna fill our roster.
I would
Did
like
you ask?
to know.
Did you ask any questions about that this morning with your little thing?
No, we did not bring up any teams, any other teams. There was no scouting going on. Kept it on the straight and narrow, I'd say.
I think everyone should have to pick a team. Like I've said, if the Jupiter Stinks win, I'll shave my head. I think everyone needs to pick one team and that they'll do something if they win the league.
I mean, what is Andy going to do if the Frogs win a game?
Oh, I wanted to bring that up. We're doing all this year of Rory stuff. Oh, year of Rory, blah, blah, blah.
Couldn't get it done.
He didn't win a single TGL match. They could have put him on that December 28th match on TGL.
Oh, wow.
And it could have been truly the year of Rory, finished with a TGL victory. Instead, they just shelved him until 2026. I don't even know if this is the year of Rory.
Joseph, who's your TGL team?
NYGC.
NYGC. Both of you guys.
We're coming for it all. Xander's healthy. Cam Young is a world-class player. Fitzy just won. We're hot. I would say no team has closed the season in real golf hotter.
Who's the
than
last guy on
NYGC.
the team?
Ricky Fowler.
Ricky Fowler.
We don't need to bring him up.
You're going to play him every week, though.
He's a vibes guy. You need a vibes guy.
He wears his glasses in there.
Yeah. That's fine. What's the problem with that?
I'm
I
just
wear
saying,
glasses.
he wears glasses.
You wear
in
glasses.
There. I wear glasses all the time. He wears
Yeah.
his glasses in there. Looks astute, studious. Goes and practices there all the time. He's just a good team player, right?
Glue guy.
It's a fact.
Glue guy. All right.
I can't believe you think that the Colts are way better than the Bears, roster wise. Caleb's so much better than Dimes.
Probably, maybe long term. This year, I don't think so. But
I think Dimes is terrible. I watched one
he's
game
not great.
and I was so out. They took the ball out of his hands in that last game they played. The Falcons game. They like literally didn't let him throw in the second.
He's not great, but it's a good team, decent team, good coach. Yeah, we're average.
Jonathan Taylor's good.
Hey, at least you have your first round picks though.
It's true.
So you surely, if Daniel Jones implodes next year, no one on this podcast will be happy about that.
PJ the other day was like, oh, we're gonna end up with the third pick, and we have nothing to trade up to get to the first pick. And I'm like, you literally have everything to trade.
No,
you have
we're not
million
I'm not trading
draft picks.
Not trading a one to get up, and we have no mid-round picks because we used them all this year for some reason, which is the biggest fallacy. Don't even get me started on this. Trading the next year's mid-round picks to pick like if for an extra fourth rounder is, I think, the most like misvalued thing in the NFL, because then you get in these situations where you're a terrible team and you gave up like the first pick in the fourth round for like an extra 5 last year to pick some like special teams linebacker. It's like, oh, that was stupid. So maybe don't do that. But we got all the first round picks.
All right. Well,
we got anything else?
No,
I
I
think
wanted to
that's
take
time.
you to task on WWE, but we'll do it
Yeah,
another day.
Joseph.
what do you want to talk about?
Joseph
No,
is
it's not
insulted.
Get it off your. This is only
go.
helping Will's ad read.
This is actually only helping Will's ad read.
Well, a serious take that I think would get a lot of people worked up who are a little older than PJ and I are, like people out in their 30s and up. I think the WWE is the lamest thing that's ever existed. And like
Don't disagree.
Dress up, acting, sports, scripted. PJ was at an event a couple nights ago, and that kind of reminded me that it feels like it's for people who are in their 40s and sleep in a Star Wars bunk bed.
You know what?
God, that's insulting.
As I said to you, I've been in Madison Square Garden for a lot of things. Madison Square Garden has never been louder than for John Cena on Monday night. I will just throw that out there for whatever got the people going. I had a great time. It was great. It was fun. It was great. I had an excellent time.
WrestleMania.
I'm going to be
Raw,
Switzerland
whatever.
here.
I
I'm going to say people can do whatever they want, get into whatever they want.
Sure.
If it's scripted drama, that's fine. That's what a lot of TV shows are. It's just a TV show.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't get it.
There you go. Anything
All
else? We're
That's
good.
it.
We're helping Will's ad read. That's it. All right.
Thanks, PJ, for hosting. You did a wonderful job.
I mean, if you've made it this far, thanks. I guess I don't know how to wrap up this episode, but I had fun. This will probably never happen again. But Andy, appreciate you letting the boys run amok here. And what does Brendan say? Thank you for your continued support of the Shotgun Start. Maybe continue to support it when Brendan is back for Friday, and this doesn't happen again.
No BS.